So, walks without God. That's my username, and I figured I should explain it, kind of thing. I'm actually taking off my shoes right now, and I kind of feel like Mr. Rogers. Like, should be switching over to some comfortable loafers in the middle of this. Put on a little cardigan. But no, the username Walks Without God comes from the footprints in the sand, little plaque thing that I see on occasion in people's homes, bathrooms, usually. I don't know, it's always in bathrooms for some reason. But, you know, it goes on about how this guy's walking through the sand, and the beach represents his life, and he looks back, and he sees all these footprints, and he sees two sets of footprints, and he says, turns to Jesus, who's the other set of footprints belong to, and he says, you know, Jesus, when I look back over my life, I see in the hardest times, and when I have the most trials and tribulations, I notice that there's only one set of footprints. Why? What up with that, yo? And Jesus says to him, maybe that's because I was helping one of the other 6 billion people on the planet. I'm not going to run back here every time you stub your toe on a piece of driftwood, okay? That's not an emergency. Okay, that's actually a mangling of a bit by David Cross, who I think is hilarious, and everyone should check out if you haven't already. In reality, the quote goes on and says, you know, look, you know, that's when I was carrying you. I was holding you through those horrible times. And I think that's kind of a horrible, horrible thing, because it's just like, and you did nothing? Like, what were you doing, Jesus? Why didn't you help out? Because those are still the moments of most suffering and pain and torment. I'd much rather have the company of a good friend and someone to talk to. Let me rephrase that. I would rather have the company of a good friend and someone who talks back when I talk to them, because God says nothing back, ever, to me, anyway. So the point is that my username is a reflection of that. To say I walk without God. I don't move through life expecting God to carry me or hold me up or anything like that. I take full responsibility for where my feet trod. And where my feet trod is my own choice. That's the basis of my username. And I don't really see any reason to go into it beyond that. Yeah, I walk without God. Cheers.